Morning everyone, I hope everyone's well. Weather's changed slightly so it's not as hot, so that's good. Okay, so we're going to start just talking about what equipment we're going to use. So we're going to be using the ball, if you've got a ball, if not cushion. We've got the long stretchy band, and again for hamstring stretching at the ends, but you can use a dressing gown board or a belt. But also we're going to use that during the session. So if you haven't got the stretchy band, we can use some light weights or tins out of the cupboard. Or if you choose not to use anything, that's absolutely fine. I've got my circle, but again, you don't need the circle. We can just use the hands to do the clown exercise. So having a block there, just in case the knees are too low down. So just find that lovely tall posture, as we talk about each week. So really focus on that posture during the session. If you find yourself starting to slouch, just reset that body, and just take a minute to just check in with what the body's doing and how it's feeling. If anything doesn't feel right, just stop and rest. So just roll the shoulders back. I'm going to tuck that chin very slightly. Really thinking about that length through the spine, so that piece of string drawing up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the sides of the body. We're just going to place the hands on the ribs, so just at the bottom of the ribs. Just feeling them sort of clasp around the ribs, quite tightly. I'm just going to inhale through the nose and exhale. I'm going to do that again. So inhale and exhale. I'm going to do it once more. Inhale and exhale. And then just bring your hands away. Just gently sink them shoulders away from the ears. Just guiding and drawing them shoulder blades down towards the imaginary back pockets or back pockets that are sitting there. Yeah, just draw them shoulders down. Just open up into the collarbone, across the chest. And just make sure you feel like you're seated evenly between the two sit bones, so you're not shifting more onto one side, so more pressure on one hip. So just move around a little bit. I've got a gap here between my back and the back of the chair. If you can, find that space there. And then just switch on through that centre. Just really think about just drawing in. So belly button coming to the back of the spine and lifting up through that pelvic floor. And if you are sitting against the back of the chair, just make sure that you use that strength in the centre to bring you up nice and tall. I'm just going to bring my ball just between my legs, between my knees, just in case I get that tendency to bring the knees in or move the knees around a little bit. And like I say, you can't really see it, but I've got a block there just to bring the feet up a little bit because the chair's not the right height necessarily. So just think about that posture. And just keep, like I say, just keep checking in with where that body is as you exercise. So we're just going to start by mobilising. So we're going to drop the head. I'm going to bring it up to look towards the screen. I'll just drop the head and come up. Drop the head and up and drop and up. Now look from side to side. So look over that shoulder. And just notice that range of movement that you've got in the side of the neck. And just as you repeat the stretch, just see if you can actually make that neck turn a little bit more without forcing it. And come back. And turn. And back. Turn to look over the left shoulder. Come back. Turn to look over the right. Come back to the middle. And turn. And back, and turn, and back. And then I'm going to drop the chin to the chest, and we're going to roll it around towards the shoulder, and we're going to roll it back to the middle. Take it around the other side, and bring it back. Take it around, and back, and round. Really feeling that stretch on the side of the neck. Just noticing what side is tighter. Or do they both feel about the same? Let's just do that once more. round to one side, come back to the middle, nice and heavy through that leg, but not coming forward. And then round and come back and up. Just dropping the arms down by the side of the body. We're going to take them up to the ears and drop them back down. So just think as you do this exercise, where the shoulders are actually sitting in the girdle. Are they sitting here? We're taking it here. If not, I just want you to make sure you roll the shoulders back and then take them up and down. You don't want to be working from that rounded position from the top of the back. Roll the shoulders back and down before you start. So up and down. And up. And down. And up. And down. Let's take hands to shoulders. Imagine you've got them pencils on the elbows, and just drawing these big circles coming forward. Just breathing in through the nose and out from now. Still got that lovely tall posture. And I'm going to take it round in the other direction. So just coming round. Nice big circles. I'm going to leave the arms there, relax those shoulders, so use the hands to just remind the shoulders to come down. We're going to turn towards the back of the room and come back. And turn and back. And turn and back. And turn. Keep them knees still. This is where it's good to have that ball there. Keep that tendency to turn the legs with it. So just squeeze that ball slightly, or just be aware of that cushion there. And turn. And come back, and turn, and come back. I'm just going to circle around the arms, and come round. Nice big circles, arms nice and long, and circle. Use the breath, so inhale and exhale. Keep that tummy tucked, think about lifting up with that pelvic floor as you circle the arms, and then release. And lift up, release. Let's do two more and release. Do one more. Just place the hand to the chair, arm up, drop that shoulder down. Just get that sense of lifting. Imagine someone is just gently guiding you up from the side, from that hip. You're going to lengthen out and you're going to just come over. Obviously, only do what's right for you. So you might be holding onto a chair and coming over. Like that, that's fine as well. And take it up. If you're bringing that arm up, and just come over. And come back. Just drop the arm down. Let's do that again. Come over. And come back. We'll do some more stretching to the side. Doing the actual main exercises. And down. One more. And down. Bring that arm down. Bring that arm up. Same thing. Lengthen, and if you want hands on the chair, because that's safer, do that, that's fine. Lengthen and come over. Lengthen, come over. Lengthen, come over. And do that once more. Come over. Yeah, just bring hands in front, nice big circle through the wrist. Just move the wrists. The hands moving and circles around in the other direction. You hear a little bit of clicking going on the right wrist. And just fists, drop them down, bring them up, drop them down and up, down and up, down and up. And just circle around the fists there. And round in the other direction. Okay, so let's start with down later. Your arms relaxed by the side, shoulders drawn down. So elbows in towards the side of the body, but not gripping the sides of the body, creating that tension up there. So just make sure you've opened into that collarbone. Again, we don't want to be working from this position. We wouldn't get as much range of movement. We're going to roll the shoulders back. Palms to the ceiling, sitting nice and tall. Don't lose that lovely tall posture. We're going to open out to the side, and we're going to come back. And open and back. So as you open, I don't want to be overextending in that back, so I don't want to be arching through that back. We've got that lovely neutral spine, neutral pelvis. And breathe, use the breath. Use them pelvic floor muscles as you open the arms, and then release them down. So bring them up with control. So think about that lift back to front passage. Open. Open and close. Also, you can add resistance band around your back, or you can add weights to make this exercise a little bit more challenging. But we're not going to do that today. So we're going to just stay on one arm and come back and swap to the other. Just one arm at a time. Just thinking about that lovely posture. A really nice exercise to open up into that chest. Really thinking about where them shoulders are sitting. Relaxing them arms down. Relaxing the shoulders. Let's do 2 more on each side. Just relaxing the feet. I've just noticed a little bit of tension in my feet, so I'm just relaxing the feet with a block on the floor. And this time, if you want to do the next layer, arms out to the side, take the arms out, palms down, palms up, elbows back into the original position, then come forward. So it's just thinking about what you're doing, lengthen the arms but not lock the arms out, slight bend in the elbows, palms down, palms up, elbows in, and forward. Keeping that tummy working, nice and tall for that spine, arms not too high. Let's do 3 more if we can. Breathe. Breathe in, and 2. And 1. And then just circle them wrists round. Nice big circles. And circles round in the other direction. And squeeze and release. And squeeze and release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Do that once more. Squeeze and release. Okay, so we're going to grab the band. So if you haven't got the resistance band, obviously it's got that stretch, that give to it, and put against it. We're going to use our weights, which I'll show you what we're doing with the weights, or if not, if you're choosing to work without, then that's absolutely fine. So we'll be taking the band around, sort of like, I'm showing you, the band will be coming around this area. We're working the shoulders and the biceps. And into the top of the back as well. So just getting that. And right, so holding the band without too much tension through the hands. So just gently hold that band, but you've got that grip. So we're going to pull the arms out, bring it away. And if you find that's really quite hard, just take the arms or the hands, sorry, just a bit further down the band so it's not as hard. So the closer to the body, the harder that you will work. So arms out and come back. Keep the shoulders down and come back. So get that sense of them blades drawing together as you bring the arms back out and in. So if you're using the weights, because you haven't got the band, or tins, starting as you were, taking the arms forward, bring them back. So doing exactly the same thing with the weights or the tins. Taking forward, and then 8, and here 8, and 7, use the breath, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Just going to bring one arm in and just leave it there. We're just going to work one arm. And go for 8. Shoulder down. 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. and 3, and 2, and 1. We're going to swap over. And from here, we'll do 8, and 7. Keep that shoulder down. And 6, don't let the body come forward. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. We'll do a couple more together if we can. Out for 5, and 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the arms back. Just circle the shoulders round. Nice big circles. Just take the arm round. The other one, which we've got enough room. Nice big long arm. Just move that shoulder. One more each side. We're going to grab that band again. And we're going to go back into another exercise with the band. Obviously, again, use the tins or weights or just work them out. So from here, band in the same place. Holding that band nice and strong. You might want to bring the grip down a little bit on the band. You're going to reach up on the angle and come back. And out, and back. And out, and back. And out. One arm. So don't take that shoulder up, just lengthen the arm out, pulling against that band, or using them legs. So imagine you're touching the corner of that room. Nice and tall again, don't let that band bring you forward. You're working from a really tall spine. And up and back, and up and back. We do 2 together, so 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4, keep breathing, and 3 and 2 and 1, and come back. Just drop that band down, then circle the shoulders round, nice big circle, just release off. Just give them a moment to rest, circle the arm round, circle the other one, come round, and come round. So we're doing a similar exercise now, so reaching across the body, so reaching up on the angle without the band, and then reaching across the body as well. So we'll put the 2 together in a bit of a sequence. So again, this is like a functional exercise, so we're often reaching across, trying to grab things out of that top cupboard, and then reaching across the body. And obviously working that centre, you're coming away from the midline of the body, you're challenging that centre, so you're challenging your balance. So make sure that tummy is switched on, so think about drawing that belly button to the back of the spine. We're just going to start with the arms sitting nice and relaxed by the side of the body. I'm going to stretch over and come back. So imagine you're reaching, whatever you want to imagine, you're reaching at the top cupboard. So you're reaching that cake that you put on the top shelf to stop you from being tempted. That you're thinking you really need it today. You can stretch for that cake and come back. Stretch and come back. Stretch and come back. So try not to bring that shoulder up as well. Keep that shoulder drawn down. So stretch from there, come back. So you are leaning, but you're keeping the bottom cheeks on the chair, so you're not lifting them up. Stretch and come back. And stretch and back. Stretch. We're going to do 4 more, 4, 3. So really get a stretch into the side of the body. 2 and 1. Then we're going to come across the body. So reach across. So the opposite side. Reach and back. Reach and back. And reach and back. And stretch and back. And stretch. Then keep the bottom cheeks at 4 and 3 and 2. Lengthen the arm right out and 1. We're going to do 4 up and 4 across. So stretch and back and stretch and 3 and 4. And across for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. We're going that again. So 4. Really reach 3 and 2, and 1, and stretch, and reach, and reach, and reach, and reach. Brilliant. Just roll the shoulders round to release up. Okay, just roll them off. Okay, so 2 different ways of doing the next exercise. It's all about stretching into the side of the body. So if you've got a resistance band, you're going to use that resistance band. So we're going to start by just taking the arms, the hands slightly wider than the shoulders. Nice and tall. So just pulling on that band very slightly. So we're not turning it into like a strength exercise. Just pulling on the band very slightly, and you're just coming side, forward, side, and back. So pull slightly side. So if we just get a stretch into the side of the body, you might also get that little stretch into the back as well. And side and back. So if you haven't got the band, we're going to do we're going to turn it into a spine twist. So hands across the body or hands in front in a cossack position. So sit nice and tall, and that length of the spine, tucking that chin very slightly. So I'll do it without the band. We're going to turn, come back to the middle, and turn. So again, this is the point where you need to think about not moving the knees. You don't want the knees to turn with you, and come back. So squeeze that ball or that cushion if they're tempted to just wander a little bit. And come back and turn and back. Not really using that band. And come back. And then just take hands to shoulders. Do the same thing. So shoulders down, we're going to turn and we're going to come back. We're going to turn, just mobilising to the side of the body and just stretching that back, turn. And come back. So think about lifting up with that pelvic floor as you turn and release as you come back. And turn and come back. And back. We'll do 4 and 3 and 2 and back and 1 and back. Drop your arms and just roll around through the shoulders. Brilliant. Okay. I'm going to think about that centre, working that, challenging that centre a little bit more. So we're going to have hands on the chair. Sorry. Yeah. So this is obviously coming. This is like I say, taking, really challenging that centre. So you need to make sure you are safe on the chair. Like I said, if it doesn't feel right, then just don't do it. So avoid this exercise. So nice and tall, holding that chair. We're going to come forward. So as you come forward, you want to think about scooping that tummy. So you don't want to push that tummy out. You don't want to dome that tummy. So tummy is drawn away from your thighs as you lengthen. Inhale, exhale, think about that really strong centre and come forward. We're going to come back. So we're going to slide to the side. So I'm not lifting my bottom cheek. I'm sliding across through my ribs. I'm working my obliques and the muscles inside the body. I'm going to come back to the middle. Really switch on that core, so deep muscles now, and we're going to come back slightly, hands on the chair for support, nice tall spine, so don't sink into that spine, nice and tall, come back, and then slide to the side, and come back. So this is your clock, so coming forward, and come back, slide, and back, so really deep muscles switched on here, come forward, and side, and back. Let's keep that going if we can. Core nice and strong. Forward and back and side and back and forward and side and back. So once more in that direction, so forward and back. Tucking that chin very slightly, side and back and forward and side. So take it in the other direction. So think about the points of that clock. So come forward. Slide to the side, so move to the side, come back, core nice and strong, come forward and side. And so glutes are staying fixed to that chair, slide, come back and side and breathe. So forward, come back, side, come back. And breathe with the breath. So forward and back, side and back, back and side. Let's do one more. So forward, side, back and side and up. Just take the arms up to a really nice stretch. Just stretch out the side of the body. Just move a little bit. To really reach, get into some core muscles, get into the side of the body. And then just bring the arms down. So just going to think a little bit about spine mobility now. So we're going to come into what we call our beach ball stretch, which you've heard about. We've done this during lots of past sessions, but we're just going to take it into a small beach ball stretch and then just come into a bit of move it into a bigger stretch to get more range of movement through the back. So sit nice and tall, arms up to the side, shoulders down, relaxed. So we're just going to hug that imaginary beach ball. So we're just coming around a little bit with the arms and come up. So a small movement through the back, so nothing too big. The back's feel really stiff. We're just going to gradually come to that position where we're really giving a good old stretch. Shoulders down, relax, and you're coming into the middle with the hands. You're scooping that tummy as you just bring that core in. Do one more like this. And breathe. And this time, nice and tall, we're going to really hug that big ball. So hug that ball, head towards hips as much as you can. Really pull that tummy in, shoulders down, relaxed. So nice big stretch and hug. Really get that sense of lengthening through your spine. And hug. If this is too much, hands are on thighs. And hugging like that. Shoulders down, relaxed. So don't let them shoulders push up towards the ears. Bring them down. So hug that big beach ball. Head towards hips. Scoop that tummy as you hug that ball. Hug. And come up. And hug. And come up. Do it 2 more times. Hug that big beach ball. And come up. Shoulders down, relaxed. Hug that beach ball. And come up. Brilliant. Okay. So just bring the arms down. Just roll them shoulders around. Just to release off any tension. Brilliant. Okay, so from here we're going to place the hands on the thighs. We're just going to work the quads, so work the thighs. Or you can even, if you want, you can just place your weights with your tins on your thighs, or you can just use your hands. So just making sure you're not resting anything on the kneecaps. Don't want to put any pressure there. So just wait, just come forward very slightly so you've got that weight there. Or like I say, pick up your weights and use them. So from here, shoulders down, relaxed. We're just going to lift them heels and come down. So you're resisting that, that work. So you're coming up, you're making it harder to do it and come down. And come up and come down. Shoulders down, relaxed. And come up and down. And come up and down. Just leaning over, making sure your core's nice and strong. Coming up and down. Walk and stay there. Come up and down. And up and down. And up and down. And up and down. One more, up and down. Brilliant. Okay. Just going to move this, I'll move this ball out. If you've got a circle, we'll bring in the legs. Bring the circle. And we're resting it just about there. So you need to bring your legs a little bit wider so you can just come in contact with that circle and keep it there. So if you're using the circle, you are pressing out against the circle and come back. You might need to lose the block if you can't get the feet in the right position to get the legs in contact. So you might need to just bring the legs down onto the floor, move them out wider and just push into that circle and come back. Just push and back, and push, and back, and push. So if you're just using your hands are fixed there, and you're really trying to push, stop the legs from pushing out. So you're really working the legs, and push out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Do 4 if you can, if not rest, so 4, 3, if it's a wasp, you might see 1 and then 2, and 1. We'll stop there. We're going to fix one leg, and we're going to push out the other. We'll keep one still, work the other. Push, come back, and push, and back, and push, and back, and push, and back, and push. And keep that one still. We're going to swap over. So work this leg. So we're going to push that leg out and come back. So if you work with the hand, you're just keeping the hand there and resisting that. Work, and push, and back, and push. Just working that one leg, so you'll soon know which one is weaker than the other. Keeping that one nice and still. So imagine you've got a cup of tea or a cup of coffee balanced on that knee, and you don't want to be moving it. And push, and back, and push, and back. One more, and then we can take it out. We're going to hold it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. At the same time, you lift up that pelvic floor and hold it. Lift up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. We'll do it once more. You're going to push out, holding that pelvic floor for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's just bring that circle away. Well done. Stretch out through that leg. We're going to get that ball. If you haven't got the ball, we're going to use our fists. Ball between the knees. I don't know what's going on in the background. Something going on. Not talk. So nice and tall. If you haven't got the ball, fists there. You're just going to push against that ball. And push and release. And push. If you need the hands there, if you're not using the hands between the knees, you can give them a little bit of help. So just watch that ball change in shape as you're working. You might need to just move the feet a little bit. Push and release. And push. Push. Again, lifting up through that pelvic floor, just push to the floor, just squeeze the floor. Lift up through that pelvic floor and release. Lift up and release and lift up. So this time we're going to squeeze that ball and hold for 10 at the same time. Lift up through that pelvic floor. Lift up through that pelvic floor, squeeze that ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And squeeze that ball through 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. So push and squeeze into that ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. We'll drop it down to 6. And squeeze into that ball for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Down to 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 2, 2, 1. Release. Just going to add some ankle work. We'll do some stretching. So we're going to squeeze into that ball again, and we're going to lift one ankle. We're going to bring it down and release. So squeeze into that ball, lift one ankle, bring it down and release. Squeeze into that ball, lift one ankle, bring it down and release. We're going to squeeze, lift that ankle, bring it down and release. Squeeze, come up, come down and release. And squeeze, down. Sitting more, squeeze, come up and down, release and squeeze, come up, come down. And as we can, we're going to squeeze that ball, we're going to peel that foot away, and then we're going to lift that leg, nice and tall, bring it back, pull the foot away, keep that pressure on the ball quite hard, leg up from the knee, come back, and don't bring that spine forward, shoulders down, relaxed. So if this is too hard, you can just carry on peeling that foot away. So just make this a little bit more of a movement through the foot, just peel it away rather than just bring that heel up. So push, peel that heel away, lift that foot, bring it back. So squeeze, peel that foot away, and then lift, bring it back. That's a really nice stretch into the back of that leg. So peel that foot away, and then lengthen, bring it back and down, and squeeze, peel it away, and lengthen and down. Then from there, just release that off. Nice big circle with the ankle. Bring it round in the other direction. Same, just a nice big circle. And do some nice stretches. So leaving the ball where it is, just to keep the knees in the right place. Sitting nice and tall, so really check that posture before we start stretching. So find that length through the spine. We're just going to bring the head forward and really get that sense of lengthening through that neck. I don't want you to come forward with the shoulders, shoulders still roll back. And just really drop them down and really feel that stretch through the back of the neck. And come back up. Let's do that again. So head forward. Really over exaggerate that stretch, but as long as it feels comfortable. And come back. So that once more, then we get out of the hands. So bring it forward, think about the position of the shoulders. And come back. This time we'll take it forward. Okay, and the hands to the back of the head. And just let the weight of the hands just gently bring the head forward slightly. Elbows are forward. Might feel that creeping down into the back or the top of the back. And then come up nice and tall, so don't arch into that spine and come forward. So use the hands to help that head come forward. Get that length as you come over. Elbows down towards the floor if you can. And come back. Let's do that a couple more times. So lengthen through that spine, lengthen through that neck. Hold that there as you breathe. You must keep breathing as you stretch. And come up, let's do it once more. And come back if you can from there. We're just going to bring the elbows forward and release. And bring them forward. So as you release, I want you to really feel about drawing them arms back so you're really getting that stretch there. But I don't want you to think about pushing your chest forward or arching your back. And come forward, elbows together if you can. If they're just here, that's fine. Just really not pushing that head forward, you're just working them arms, just pull them arms back to stretch. So imagine someone is standing behind you, they've put their elbows in your hand, in their hands, and they're just pulling back slightly. And come forward, and pull back, shoulders down, and come forward, and pull back. Okay. So arms up nice and tall. I want you to try and interlink the fingers if you can. If not, that's fine. Palms towards the ceiling if you are. Now I want you to really lengthen out the sides of your body to really, really stretch out. Nice big stretch. And just keep breathing. And then I want you to release the hands if they are interlinked. Just draw one up and pull the other one down. Like you're pulling down through that arrow. And then push up with the other and draw down. So really need to think about really stretching. So push down into that glute and feel that stretch outside the body. Let's swap over. So really stretch. And swap. And stretch. And swap over. And stretch. And back. stretch. And we'll do one more and stretch. Arms out, let's do that lovely big beachwood stretch again. So head towards hips and really stretch towards the computer or what you're watching on the phone. And just get that flexion through the spine, come up nice and tall, take the arm back to the side. So head towards hips. Put that length through the spine, drop them shoulders down, come up nice and tall. Let's do it once more. Head towards hips. And come up. We're going to take the opposite hand, the opposite leg. Hold on to the chair if you can. Sit up nice and tall and just come to that lovely twist. And swap over. Fix that hand to the opposite leg and just turn. And swap. Once more. And then from there, just bring that all away. You might need to keep the block on the floor or the book, whatever you're using, but trying to get that heel down onto the floor. You might need to just scoot forward a little bit in your chair, but again, just check the floor side. All I want you to do is put that leg out on the angle, which drop the toe in towards the centre, then bring it out. You drop it in, so you just mobilising through that hip and turn it in and out and in and out. So you're rotating through that hip and in and out and in and out. Do it once more and in and out. Let's just swap over. So put out the angle and just doing that, just bringing the toes towards the shin or toes towards the nose. You can really feel that stretch through back of the legs. So just put it in and drop it out. Drop it in and out. And in and out. And in and out. Do it a few more times, drop it in and out. And in and out. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to grab our long band. If not, we're just being supported by our leg. So band around the foot. Leg nice and long, using the block or the rope if you need to keep that heel down. Otherwise, we've got the band, we're just resting on that thigh. So find length in that spine, pulling on that band, making sure you're safe. We're just going to come forward. Just tucking that chin very slightly, flexing that foot, so you don't want that foot to drop forward, so bring the toes up to the ceiling as much as you can, so you're really feeling that stretch right down. Yeah, right down through that leg. Just holding that for about 15 to 20 seconds. Just really feeling that stretch. Just breathing through it. And from there, leave the foot where it is, and just pull on that band so you don't lose that band if you're using the band. And just circle that ankle round, and then circle it round in the other direction, just to release off into that ankle. And then swapping over carefully. Nice and tall, lengthen down back of the leg, pull on that band, and that lovely tall spine. And just carefully come forward. Keep breathing as you stretch. Drawing that tummy, so still engaging through that centre as you're coming forward. And from there, we're just going to hold onto that band tightly and circle round with the foot in one direction. Just releasing off and then circle round in the other. release that. Brilliant. Well done, everyone. And have a really good session. And I will see you next week. Okay, take care. Bye.